live, with you guys. Let me welcome every one of you guys to my YouTube channel. So, as you guys know, today I'm going to go over some very, very interesting stuff that I know for a fact you're going to love. And that have to do with how for you to actually start your own business. Victor, it's very nice to see you right here, my friend. Victor, go ahead and give the like. Let's go ahead. Let's populate this information. Victor, very nice to see you. Okay, that's Rara Vic. I know. I know exactly who you are right now. And let me welcome every one of you guys. Okay, Meshach, Stephen, very nice to see you right there. Hello to every one of you guys. Take a moment. Go ahead and like the channel for me. Okay, but I'm gonna go into details, like exactly how for you to end up setting yourself up in a good way to make money. That's what I'm going to go over with you guys today. How for you to make money. Thanks for the like, by the way, okay? How for you to make money. So, at the background, right? In fact, let me do this, right? Let me give you guys a very money-making music at the background while I go over this with you guys. By the way, there you go. This is not the money-making, let's say, instrumental, okay? There you go. So I'm gonna give you guys this. Let's go right. I'm giving you guys some music. Okay, perfect. Okay. So if you're ready for me, I am ready for you with your notepad and pen. And let's get right at it. Okay. So the goal here, is this. I want you to be able to understand why the people in the business of money make money. I want you to understand that. I say, when I first got involved in the business of insurance and financial services, that's how I got involved. I really didn't know much about it at all. I did not. It was just, it was a situation where I wanted to build a house for my mom because, growing up, we were literally like I was very, very poor growing up. I was extremely poor. And so 3 meals a day was a struggle. Who am I sure as a kid? And I wanted a situation where I could build a house, for my mom. So when the whole idea of financial services came up, and I'm like, how does this really work? But it comes down to this. Does it help people? Yes. Okay. Can I make money doing it? Yes. And I can improve people's lives? Yes. All right. Sign me up. It was really not that complicated for me. You see, today, if you Google right now, there's something we call the greatest wealth transfer that's taking place. This is a wealth transfer that's taking place from the baby boomer generation, and it's getting passed on to a younger generation. Do you know how much money we're talking about right here? To a tune of not 10 trillion, not 20, not 40, not 50, $84 trillion. That is a lot of money. When I'm talking $84 trillion with a T, it's massive money. Stay with me for a second, okay? Anytime wealth is being transferred from one hand to another, there's somebody in the middle. The person in the middle is called a middleman or a middlewoman. The person that helps to transfer wealth from here to here automatically also becomes wealthy. People say, but how could the middle person get wealthy? The middle person gets wealthy because you're paid on commissions. So when you're getting paid for transacting business, imagine if you're moving millions and billions of dollars, we call it 401k rollovers, retirement plans, you're getting 6%, 7%. Just $100,000 alone give you $7,000. $1,000,000 alone give you $70,000. Can you do the math for a second? So this is the reason why we've entered into the season of the greatest wealth transfer known to mankind. That's financial services. Now, you see, some of the key points that you have to understand is why the financial, especially in the life insurance industry, why is it gaining traction? You see, that's a massive market demand right now. Think about the growing need. Look at what happened in California. The fire blew up your whole entire place. Do you know what people are looking for? Do you have insurance? Do you have insurance? Do you have insurance? Do you have insurance? Imagine people have like $5 million property, $10 million property, $25 million property. 5 minutes is burned down to the ground. Bam, do the foundation. Everything wiped out. How many people do you think actually have the money to rebuild their homes again? And for how long will it take for them? By the way, Augustine, it's nice to see you, my friend. Augustine, go ahead and give us a like right here. For those of you watching, give us a like. We appreciate that. So think about all these properties that just bam, all of a sudden they're gone. They're just wiped out. So you say insurance is at the heartbeat of all of this. Insurance, it's powerful. Andrew, it's nice to see you right here, Andrew. So you say there is a low startup cost on the insurance side compared with other side hustles that require higher investments, for example. Because in the world of insurance, it's very low cost, your licenses, etc., etc. You can be up and running. There's a potential for what we call a residual income. So you know how like artists they will sing a song and every year when it's played on the radio they still keep getting paid. Michael Jackson is dead, but the estate is still collecting. You know, Prince is dead, his estate is still collecting. Aretha Franklin is dead, her estate is still collecting. Anikulapo Cody is dead, the estate is still collecting. And by the way, so many others, musicians. It's called royalties. The same. In the world of life insurance, it's called residual income, just like royalties. So you perform the service right now. The commissions on each policy is paid, but ever recurring. So every time a payment is made, the agent that sold the policy or servicing the policy also continue to get paid. It is, guys, I can't even begin. If you only know how this really works, it blows my mind that people don't understand how powerful, how much money they can make. Now, I want to understand the basics, okay? The basics of life insurance and financial products because there are some things you need to understand on the product. Life insurance comes in something we call, a term life. Term life simply means I'm borrowing life insurance. Meaning you're borrowing, you listen. So it could be for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, 20 or 25 years. But at the end of the duration, you don't have the insurance anymore. It's gone. That's why they call it a term. A term stands for a temporary period of time. You have what we call a permanent insurance that covers you forever till the day you die, as long as you pay the premium. We'll call that whole life. Then there's something we'll call annuities. An annuity is the one that guarantees that you're never going to run out of money till the day you die. So you could literally put 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, $1,000,000. So if you're listening to me right now, and you see the market getting ready to crash, and you want to put your money out fast enough before the market crash, and you want to do something with yourself, guys will say to yourself, okay, where exactly do I need to put my money? Your money needs to go into an annuity. So in an annuity, it's guaranteed safety. And in addition to that, it promises that when it starts paying you on a monthly basis, you're never going to run out of money till the day you die if you set it up that way, called a guaranteed lifetime income. Nothing else can do that. You see, the role of someone like me, okay, an educator, an insurance broker, it is to educate the general population, is to educate, the world so that you can fully understand how insurance really, really works. But in addition to that is you need to understand also the insurance industry. It's a very simple industry. It has a lot of jargons, that can be very confusing. A lot of terminology that can throw you off and stuff like that, but don't be confused, okay? A life insurance industry, it's an incredible industry to be part of. It's extremely relatable, it's very approachable, and you can make a bucket load of cash. This is the truth. I'm a living testimony of this. You see, one thing you have to understand, is this. That is licensing, okay, and certifications that's involved. The reason why I like that a lot is this. I just want any Joe Schmuck to just say, oh, by the way, I'm going to market you and sell you insurance, but you don't know what the hell you're doing. I want regulations that if you cheat somebody, if you mess this up, you can be held liable. Your license could be in trouble, etc., etc. So it has licensing, it has certifications. You say the steps to get a license for life and for health insurance license in the United States, especially, you go through your states, through something we call an Excel program. It's a very, very beautiful process. It's simple. You can study at home. And you see there are resources, there are costs, there are timelines on go for certifications. So this way, guess what happened to you? Like you can literally organically, like study at home, pass your test, and start the licensing process itself. Let me tell you what's really powerful about this. What's powerful is platforms like Excel. Excel is without the E, is XCEL, or platform like Kaplan, or platform that's Kaplan Financial, or platform like Exam FX, Exam F as in Frank, X as in X-ray, one word together, Exam FX. These are phenomenal platform. Well, you can actually download and you can start studying for your licenses, picking the states that you want to get your license at. Next thing and most important is this. You got to build your knowledge and credibility. It's extremely important. I'll think about this for a second, okay? That is an ongoing education that's required. We call it continuing education, where you're attending webinars, joining professional groups, learning sales techniques. Also you have to leverage, for example, free or very low cost resources like YouTube tutorials. Like I'm on YouTube right now with you guys, but you have YouTube tutorials that teaches you stuff. You could go into podcasts, for example, or you could pick up books to read. These are multiple sources for you to get into if you want to learn more about how this thing truly, really works. And of course, you can establish yourself as a trusted advisor in your community. Every community, I don't care which community you're at, let me say that again. Every single community needs an advisor. Every one of them needs one. Now, here goes the first most practical steps. First most practical steps is starting your side hustle itself. How do you actually start your side hustle? All right. So number one, obviously, is you need to go get a license. We talk about that. The first step is you have to partner with agencies. That's the first thing you have to do. So, partner with agencies is you can decide which agency do I want to work with. For example, I work with an agency, that is called Integrity Marketing Group. That's the agency I work with. So you choose an agency that you want to work with. Now, when you choose the agency you want to work with, let me give you the difference. That's what we call captive versus independent agents. How does this really work, okay? And you have to find the right one for you. Captive simply means you only work for the company. You can't work for anybody else. So that's called captive. So for example, oh no, I'm captive, I work for New York Life, captive. I'm captive, I work for Northwest Mutual, captive. I don't know, PFS, captive. Okay, that's what we call independent. Independent simply means that you are working for yourself. So you partner with different insurance companies to market their products, but you're considered an independent agent, which simply means that you are a broker that can represent multiple companies. I like that because when you're in front of your customer, company A doesn't have this, company B doesn't have this, not a problem at all. You could go to C, D, E, F, find the right thing for your customer. It's the most beautiful thing you could do. So there is a difference between what we call a captive and independent. You need to know that. And you got to figure out exactly which one is better for you. You see, then your next step is to set a realistic income goals for part-time commitment. Because if you know you're going to start your side hustle, you have to be very realistic. How many hours can you put into it? Are you willing to put in 4 hours a week? Are you doing 8 hours a week? Are you doing 12? Are you doing 20 hours a week? Are you even doing 30 hours a week? How hungry are you? So a lot of people make this mistake. They want to make all of the money, but they don't want to put in the time. It's very delusional, very extremely delusional. So what you have to do is this. You have to put down specifically how much time you can allocate to your new hustle. Break down your schedule for the week, get very disciplined, and then say, okay, you know what? I think I can put in 12 hours. I think I can put in 18 hours. I think I can put in 20 hours per week to my side hustle. Once you set a realistic income goals, and then you set a realistic part-time commitment, now the next thing you do, is now balancing your full-time job with your side hustle. Because what happens is this, you're still working full-time. Your boss may need you for overtime. There may be something that comes up with a job. Emergencies, they need you, and the list goes on and on. So you still need to be able to make sure that you fulfill your full-time commitment of the job, and at the same time still figure a way to log in 20 hours. If you're able to balance both your side hustle along with your full-time job, if you're able to reconcile those hours effectively, my goodness, now you're tracking for cash because you are actually headed towards making money. You see what's going on here, folks? Now, the next step for you is marketing and finding clients. Guys, I don't care what kind of business you have. If your business can't find clients, it will die. If you have a business and the business does not have anyone, and if they say failed business. So your number one responsibility as an entrepreneur is to make sure that what you have a constant flow of customers. That is a necessity. So I'm about to give you one of the reasons why so many people fail in business. I'm going to give you the answer to that so you don't fail in business. Number one, social media. Guys, you have platforms like Instagram. Okay, I just came off of Instagram and said, let's go on YouTube. Platform like Instagram, platform like TikTok, although TikTok is having some issues right now. I think China wants to sell TikTok to Elon Musk. So Elon Musk is actively bidding right now for TikTok. And also LinkedIn, those kind of platforms that can help educate and attract leads for you. 100%. But guys, I on social media have done a lot of beautiful things on social media where people reach out to me. People have followed me. In fact, every single day, even till maybe yesterday, I don't know if Grace is right here with me, called me and said, I've been following you for a while. I want to do business with you. I get that call very constantly. Somebody's a silent follower for like a year. Or maybe, they follow me for almost a year and a half. Then they give me a random call. By the way, I need this, I need that. Why? Because they see me on social media, they check me out, they're comfortable with me, then they reach out to me. So social media can be a very good platform for you, extremely. So again, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc., etc. So if you're not attracting leads via social media, you're most likely losing money. Secondly, networking. Say, you go to local events. It's very, very important. You join community groups and then you tap into personal connections. So like this whole past week, I was there networking with everybody, meeting the mayors, meeting the sheriff, the litigation department, that's the lawyers for the city, meeting business owners, shaking hands, taking pictures, because you need to be in a position where you might really want to establish yourself as a very formidable individual. So local events are a big plus for you for networking. The next one you want to talk about is called a lead generation tools. Okay? You need a CRM system, customer relationship management systems. You need that. You need referral programs. You need paid ads to scale very quickly. I know a lot of people don't like to do this kind of stuff, but you might need a paid advertising so that you could do a Google paid ad, or you could do any of those things so that you could put a paid ad out there. You're going to get a portion of people. You know how you go, on Facebook, boom, you see an ad pop up, or you go, or even on Instagram, and you see the ads, sponsored ads. Okay, guess what? You could definitely get a sponsored ad. You could do a paid ad, and you could drive your business. In the past, you had to go to a television station and you had to drop $200,000, $300,000 just to get like 30-second spots. You don't need that anymore. Today you can go just find a few influencers. That's what people do every time. People reach out to me, they want to collab with me. Every single time I get requests for collaborations from different companies. I think the last one was What About You, just last night. And actually I do like What About Yous. But people reach out and say, okay, I want to collab with you. You are an influencer. I want to be able. That's great. That's another form of what lead generation tools. The idea is this: you need to have a CRM support system. You definitely need to make sure that you have, a referral programs. You need paid ads to scale very quickly. If you do these things, by the way, you're up and running. The next one is overcoming challenges. When you build a business, I guarantee you challenges are coming when you build a business. It's a known fact. It's not imagination. So there's going to be all kind of challenges you have to deal with when you build a business. You have to be ready for it. So number one, time management. Because when you build your business, okay, you have to learn how to strategically manage your time. Because your side hustle, along with other responsibilities, could be very time consuming. So you have a job, maybe you're a dad, you're a mom, you're a parent, brother, sister, you have a caregiver, a caretaker, the list goes on. You have to learn how to manage your time very responsibly when you have a side hustle. In addition to that, you need to learn how to handle objections. Tips for addressing skepticism from clients, for example. So if I know I'm going to be in business, I need to talk about it. For example, like my choosing platform, and sometimes I will actually bring people on board, I will recruit, I will build them, and I see people's life change. 100,000, 150,000, 200,000 people making money. I've seen that all of this happen. But at the same time, people accuse different platform. Oh my God, you're recruiting people. It's MLM, it's pyramid, it's this, it's that. They have all kind of stuff. I have to learn to handle objections. I have to learn to remind people I have an insurance given to me by the state. I have to learn to say, hold on a second. Do you have an opportunity to actually build something for yourself? Because I'm a people builder. Then I have to remind people that, hey, do you want to improve your life? Yes. Okay. I'm not selling cigarette. By the way, I have nothing against cigarette or alcohol. I'm not selling alcohol. I'm not messing with anybody's lungs or liver. What I'm doing is I'm doing financial product and services, enlightening and improving your life. If that doesn't help you, what the heck? What else can help you? So you got to be able to learn how to what? Handle objections. I have to learn how to handle my own objections in my own choosing field. Also, you have to learn how to stay motivated. Because you say, how do you push through very slow periods? How do you build momentum? When things are not going your way, how do you make your way through? Are you easily discouraged? Do you get encouraged? Do you stay positive? Do you give up really quick? These are kind of the stuff that you have to understand, that if you're going to be building your business, you have to stay motivated. Number 9 is scaling to full time. Okay? Scaling to full time. So now you have your job, you have your side hustle. Your side hustle is making you some money now. And now you're beginning to what? Thinking, oh shoot, I'm about to replace my full time. It's a beautiful place to be, by the way. It's when I say beautiful, it is the most amazing place for you to be, where you can strategically plan your life, and you get to a point where you actually are now going to go from a part-time to a full-time, which means you're about to breed independence in your life. Guys, it is the most wonderful place to be. So, but what do you do though? Scaling to full-time. You see, when it's time for you to make your transition, okay, from side hustle to full-time, a few things you have to think about. Number one, you got to make sure that money is saved. You need 3 to 6 months of money saved on the side that can help you pay bills if issues comes up, etc., etc. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you went from part-time to full-time, something happened, you need additional 5 grand, you don't have that, you're stressed. Because you're stressed, you can't perform. Because you can't perform, money is not coming in. Because money is not coming in, you have to shut down. It's a failing proposition. So to avoid that, you need 3 to 6 months of savings put aside to help you through a very difficult time. Second thing you have to do, strategies. How do you hire or outsource tasks to grow your client base? Because you're going to need a very good strategy in place. And for most people, they really don't have a clearly defined path. They don't. So what you need to be thinking about, is this. Now I got to go find talent. I got to hire talent. Don't be scared putting money away. Let me say that again. Do not be scared putting money or investing in your business. Listen, a business that you don't invest in is going to be a failed business. So if you already got a business up and running, you might as well invest in it. So you also find the right people around you to be sure that your mind, everything is going just right. And the third one is the benefits of building a team under you. You got to be able to build a team so you can become a general agent, so you can become a broker. Who makes the most money? Is this the realtor or the broker? The broker all day. Who makes the most money? Is it the regular insurance agent or the broker? The broker all day. Who makes the most money? Is it the pastor or the bishops? The bishop all day. What do they all have in common? But what they have in common is one of them recruits the other talents and brought them into their fold, while the other one is direct marketing, dealing direct. The person that's able to deal, by the way, thanks for the like. The person that's able to deal direct is making their money directly. The person that is able to build other people like themselves, they make double money. They make the direct money and they also make the money for building. So this is the reason why you want to become a general agent or a broker. Like, I'm going to wrap this up, okay? So then how do you end up making $1 million? It's very simple, folks. It's not hard. $1 million literally comes down to, $83,333 per month. That's it. You do that literally 10 months in a row, if I'm correct. No, 12 months, I'm sorry, in a row, you end up with $1 million. But how do you do that though? If you take $83,000, divide that, you're going to end up $83,000. If you divide that by 4, I think you end up, in fact, let me not give you the wrong number here, 21,000 or something like that. Let me just say 83,000. If you take 83,000, if you divide that by 4 weeks, that is 20,750. Let me say that again, 20,750. So that means you need to make about 20 G's, 21,000 per week. That's what you need to make. All right. If you need to make $21,000 per week, most people work, at this point, you're working 6 days a week, just so you know that. So there's no way you kick back and money just comes to you. Don't believe in that BS. You have to work. So you divide that by 6, okay? 21,000. You divide that by 6. Guess what? You only need to make $3,500 in a day. That's it. Are you ready? I'm about to blow your mind. 2 policies alone will give you $3,500 a day. 2 policies. If you market 2 policies for $250 or $200, per month, that's it per day. Just 2. You're getting $3,500 per day. 20,000 per week. That's in change, and you end up with $83,000 for the month. There goes to $1 million. This is not hard. And let me say that again. This is not hard. Let me explain something. The way your mind processes this is going to determine the level of result you get. If you think it's hard, then it's hard. So that's the blueprint of money. If you think, my God, I can pull it off, great. Your blueprint of money is 100% your choice. So some of the things you could do that can help you a lot. Number 1, is this. If this resonated with you, you could drop ready in the comment, or you could DM me for a free guide to getting licensed. As simple as that. If what I said resonated with you, just DM the word ready. And then I literally just DM ready. I will send you a free guide to get a license. That's the first part. Another resource I could offer you is I probably could maybe send you a mini guide, or a link to a mini course that can give you an idea or a taste or what it's like to actually prepare to take your test in the financial services, especially with insurance. For some of you, maybe you are hesitant or stuff like that, you don't know. I want to create a sense of urgency for you, okay? Because you see, a lot of people don't understand, and I say this over and over, the life you're living right now is a reflection of your past thinking. If you want 2025 to be a phenomenal year for you, your thinking has to change here and now. Like today, it has to change. Like, not yesterday, I'm talking, it has to change. Like, should have changed yesterday. If it didn't change yesterday, it needs to change like right now. Like right now. What does that mean? Very simple. I have a very limited spot, okay, for mentorship program to get you involved in financial services. This is not my general mentorship. This is just to get you involved in the financial services side of it. And I will most likely take, a maximum of 10 people. And these are the first 10 that says, yes, I'm ready. I want to get moving. You could do that. I will walk you through step by step how to get your license and set you up the proper way. So what I'm going to say to you, therefore, as I wrap this up is this. 2025 ought to be the greatest year of your life. Let me say that again. 2025 should be the beginning of the greatest years of your life. Not simply because you say it, but because you're actually going to do something about it. Your first step and your baby step is to say, okay, you know what? I'm deserving of winning and I'm going to act on it. That's why I say procrastination is the assassination of all destinations. So anything that you can do for today, if you delay for tomorrow, tomorrow is reserved for the labor of the lazy. So you want to get the job done here and now. If this connects with you, just go ahead and DM the word ready, side hustle. I'll go ahead and start making sure the team responds to you, set you up where you at, especially if you're right here in the United States, you're 18 and above. No, they can set you up and get you up and running immediately. And I say ready right here. No. So I say, you guys are already sending the message ready. That's good. Okay. So I just received that right there from Ask Mr. Insurance. So you're going to be hearing from me, so that we can set you guys up. So with that said, I hope I brought the value to you guys, so like I promised I will. My goal is very clear. I know where I'm going. It's known, and people around me are making money, are doing big things for themselves. Whatever you do, okay? Either you like this or not. Whatever you do, either you like me or not. Whatever you do, just make sure that you go take care of your family and make 2025 the beginning of the greatest years of your life by making a commitment to be a better version of yourself every single day. If you do these things, me and you will laugh to the banks. We don't have to worry about anything. It's as simple as that. The world, it's a formless narrative. Let me say that again. The universe is formless. You look at it, and whatever you desire of it, begin to take the form in which you desire it. And eventually, guess what happens? It becomes a manifestation. It's one of the secrets of life. So for those of you that want to make 2025 great, start visualizing what you want it to be. But you can't just lay on your couch and visualize all day long. Or I just want to dream. It's okay. Dream is cheap. You actually have to visualize dream, but you also have to go about your business. You don't have to do anything extra. Just go about your daily business. Things will happen for you, not to you. People will come, random calls, strangers, prospects, clients. Things will just start happening for you, like the floodgate of the heavens just open up, the portal just open up, the stargate just open up, and things are just coming your way from every direction. That's just the way this works. So with that said, thank you so much for joining me on this YouTube today. Please work like it's up to you. Pray like it's up to God. And I cannot wait to connect with those of you that posted ready. You're going to be hearing from me very shortly. Thanks, everybody. And bye now. Bye, everyone.